The Talkable Brand video series. 50 ways a brand becomes talkable. Today's way. Talkable is natural. It's natural for people to talk about brands. My experience tells me there are natural laws that govern word-of-mouth marketing success. To understand these natural laws, we need to revisit basic physics. In school, we learn about Isaac Newton's 3 natural laws of motion. These laws explain how and why objects move. These laws can also explain how and why word-of-mouth marketing can move brands from being unknown to well-known. Newton's first law of motion, the law of inertia, tells us an object at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion. In other words, objects are governed by inertia because there is a natural tendency for an object to continue doing whatever it has been doing. The physics of inertia apply to word-of-mouth marketing. Conversation at rest tends to stay at rest, while conversation in action tends to stay in action. If a company does nothing to encourage people to talk, no one will talk. However, if a company creatively engages with customers, word-of-mouth conversations will happen. And once conversation inertia has been set in motion, it will create word-of-mouth momentum. Chevrolet was one of the most talked about brands at the 2011 South by Southwest Interactive Conference. They became talkable by creatively connecting with attendees. There were Chevy Volt branded recharge stations throughout the Austin Convention Center for attendees to recharge all of their gadgets. Attendees needing a ride to someplace in downtown Austin could hop into a Chevy Cruze and be shuttled free of charge. You could get a 360-degree picture taken of you and your friends at the Chevy Sonic photo booth. Prior to the start of South by Southwest, Chevy sponsored 10 teams on a scavenger hunt road trip from their hometowns to the conference in Austin. Of course, Chevy was all over social media during the conference with the much-used hashtag of Chevy South by Southwest. By far, Chevy was the most talkable brand at the 2011 South by Southwest Interactive Conference because they were active in creatively connecting with attendees. Newton's second law of motion, the law of acceleration, explains how much force is required to spark movement. The larger an object is, the more force needed to move the object. Conversely, the smaller the object, the less force needed to move the object. The correlation to word-of-mouth marketing is simple. The larger a brand is, the more marketing muscle needed to generate conversations about the brand. On the other hand, the smaller the brand, the less marketing muscle needed to spark conversations about the brand. Before 2006, Blendtec was an unknown business selling high-speed blenders. Its anonymity changed due to Blendtec following the law of word-of-mouth acceleration. The company spent $100 in supplies to videotape its CEO blending oddball items like a gardening rake, a soda pop can, and an iPod inside a Blendtec blender. The company uploaded these whimsical videos to YouTube, and millions of people have since seen the power of a Blendtec blender. Success followed thanks to the online word-of-mouth acceleration of these videos. Sales at Blendtec are up 700% since its videos went viral online. A larger blender brand like Hamilton Beach would need considerably more marketing muscle to achieve the same word-of-mouth acceleration results and sales success as Blendtec realized. Newton's third law of motion, the law of reaction, tells us for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. There is a parallel natural law that governs word-of-mouth marketing as it relates to delivering great customer service. This marketing law states, for every action by a customer, there should be a genuine and appropriate reaction from a business. These appropriate reactions take the form of a response, a rescue attempt, or a relaying of information from a company to a customer. Great customer service can happen when a restaurant correctly responds to a guest's request for a complicated special order. Great customer service can also happen when a print shop rescues the loyalty of a customer by offering to reprint a project at no cost to the customer to make up for a printing mistake. And great customer service can happen when an employee at a computer store relays important information about laptops to help a customer make a better buying decision. When a business reacts quickly and individually to customer requests, it can create not just a happy customer, but also create a talkative customer who is sure to tell their friends about how a company saved the day for them. Basic physics can teach us important word-of-mouth marketing lessons. It's up to us to use the natural marketing laws of inertia, acceleration, and reaction to make the brands we manage more talkable and thus more successful. For more episodes of the Talkable Brand video series, visit the Brand Autopsy blog.